Hey guys, Xlice here. As you guys can see in front of you, I have completed my personal, I would probably call this max efficiency factory. This is full end game and all the blueprints will be able to be there for you to copy. The only problem is this main area, which is too big to copy into one piece. So during the video, I will delete my whole main base and reset it up. And I'll timestamp that part so you can follow along and see what you need to do. Okay. All right, let's get into the new blueprint stuff. I know there's a bunch of people who have like a specific mega base, but you guys know me. I like to be incredibly space efficient. We spent a lot of time trying to min-max space for the max yield purple stuff. That includes HC battery and also for the buck capsule. Also, if you want to check me out on Twitch, you guys know where to find me, twitch.tv/Xlice. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if these helped you out. And I'll be making one for wooling as well. I'm working on a max efficiency wooling. Wooling is also important because all the resources that you get from the stock redistribution is why you want max efficiency. So you want to be able to buy things like this, the Valley engraving permit for your essences and stuff. So yeah, those cost a lot. Anyways, let's go through AIC report. Every single max efficiency base will probably look like this. So Originium is going to be 540 out of 560. You can't do more than this because each exiting node that you have, each unloader for Originium is 30 each. So for some reason, the devs added one more node for plus 20, which you can't even use because if you add one more, it'll fuck it over. But that being said, you don't even need it because what you care is that the Originium is exactly half of the Ferium. And the Ferium is what's producing all the good stuff. I left the Amethyst at 120 extra. You can do whatever the hell you want with it, but I'll show you. I made a death square in the corner of the main hub because that part is a little bit hard to get a good build off of. Oh, I changed from the beginner one. So this is going to be a pretty big jump for those of you who came from the beginner video. This one is all self-sustained within each base. So I broke down the entire Valley Pass 4 old build, and everything here is you can make it and it is self-sustainable. You don't need to like build the mini resources, okay? I built the mini resources in the last video, but I realized that it's not actually efficient. It's actually better to build things from just the base material, which is Originium, the base ore, right? And then build from there so that if you decide to take things apart, it doesn't screw over the rest of your factory. Okay, let's go down. You guys should no longer be needing these. When you get to wooling, you're going to be making the Sheeranite component. So all these become obsolete. HC Valley battery, we're doing 18 per minute. Buck capsule, we're doing 12, and CITROME 6. So I will be providing you blueprints for both the buck capsule or the CITROME. Buck capsule, in my opinion, is a little bit better because it is instant HP. But for the most part, these trade the same amount. I wanted a little bit of CITROME and the buck capsule, so I did a 12-6 split here. You can do 18 of buck capsule, okay? You can do either one. Doesn't really matter. And for my amethyst, I'm currently producing, where is it? It is called here, buck capsule C. So you can make this be 24 per minute. You just double what you're currently producing here and it'll use the rest of your amethyst. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter. This amethyst is a very low amount of money that you're making. It is still good to have, but I'll show you what I made, all right? Hopefully by this point, you've been doing some good stock manipulation money laundering, okay? We are gonna need all of these now. Every single one is gonna need to be upgraded for all the mini bases. I'll show you later. It's gonna cost a bit. Okay, the one that's going to cost the most is going to be Power Plateau. This one costs like 1.5 million to max upgrade, but you're going to need it because you need all of the depot bus space in order to produce one of these guys. Do with this, you can see it. All right, so this is one buck capsule A producer. It uses all of the space and it is self-contained. You'll see that you need quite a bit of stuff here. 2 of the buckflower, 2 of the sand leaf, and you're producing it here. So it's a self-contained thing. I'll provide you the whole blueprint for this entire base, so don't worry about it. Only thing I need you to do is make sure that you're fully upgraded. Power Plateau is the most expensive. I just did it today and it costed me like 1.5 million. So in order to speed up your process, don't forget to do the elastic goods. This is basically the stock market. If you find some really cheap goods like I did here, this is 371. I'm gonna hold this because I want to do this for the clip. But if you manage to get a super valuable sale here, this is what it would return for me. So if I wanted to sell at here, I'd be making like 3 million in one trade. So you guys can see, it's a lot. But I'm holding for stocks. I don't actually need the price for it. Oh, also your other homework is obviously you need to connect every single node on your map. Every single one. So load spring, you guys can see how I did it here. I'm currently working on some ziplines as well. I haven't finished this yet, but I connected from the science park here. It's not really that fun, but it's homework. You need to do it, like, you know, this stuff. So make sure to connect every single mineral node. You guys can see here that your full yield should be 560, 240, and 1080. These are all nodes complete. And also, if you're wondering why it may be if you're lower, make sure you get your regional development level as high as possible. I have a maxed out 12 here. You don't need 12 for this one. Maybe you do. I'm not really sure, but it's very simple. All you need to do to max this out is first connect every single mining spot. After that, you're going to need to go to every single depot node. Make sure it's 4. It's also going to cost you a bunch of money. Make sure every single depot node across the entire map is more. You can check. If you press Y and you click on depot node, it'll show you the 3 locations and the level that you have. So you can see level 4, 4, 4, all maxed. Make sure to max this all out. And the next thing is your actual stock redistribution. These are the things on your map that look like triangles. So make sure this one is also maxed out. So yeah, make sure to go to these guys. Make sure that you upgrade everything to max. As you guys can see here, I'm actually not maxed here, but I'm gonna max it out right now. I think level 4 is the max. You guys can see here, I'm actually over. It'll take you to about 40,000 here. So I'm a little bit fraudulent, but don't worry about it. This one is also not max. Okay, I'm actually a fraudulent streamer. It's all good. I guess you can keep this at level 3 then. You should max out everything. Even though I don't have it maxed out, you should have it maxed out. I'm low-key a fraud for this, but don't bully me too much, okay? There should be a triangle here too. It's right here. This one is maxed out. Current level is 4. I don't know. I guess I just didn't... I got too lazy or some shit. It happens. Also, if you want more EXP, recycling station. These should also be maxed out. These are pretty cheap to max out. But yeah, all of these affect it, okay? So depot nodes, recycling station for level 4. These will help you skyrocket your development to level 12. You do need level 12 for wooling later on because we're going to be using the meta storage transfer, which is very useful. But that's for the wooling max efficiency build, okay? Sound good? All right. Now that you have everything maxed out, let me quickly show you each one. Just what it looks like. Okay. Buck capsule A. All of the max efficiency creations with this, by the way, they require 12 unloaders. And I went space efficient. So yeah, this is what it looks like for me. If you want to see the height of it, it is 21 tiles high for this. Let's go over to Science Park. Okay, so this one's going to be the same setup. Okay, same setup. Make sure to move your AIC. By the way, I just shoved it in the top right. You don't need it. But yeah, this one's the same. Buck capsule, you'll see that each of the sub PACs have the exact same build. Each of them are 40 by 40, by the way, if you're curious. So 45-40 by size. You can see selected 38 because I left open a little bit of space here. So these mini nodes are going to be the same for the Science Park and the Power Plateau. Valley Pass is slightly different because I put my power here. Don't worry, the blueprint will be there. So this is where the power is going to be. You guys can see here, max upgrade. This one has the power on the left side. If you look at it from this top side here, I made this exact. So 5 thermal banks gives me 5.7K. We're feeding in the purple batteries now. And I'm using about 5K power for everything. Okay. And then you guys can see here, we are making the HC battery here. This is a ultra efficient piece. It's 12 unloaders wide and the height is 18 tiles. I spent a lot of time to try to make this as efficient as possible. This is my creation. As you guys can see, we got some crazy shit here, but it works out. We are having a little bit of sandleaf block because we have 5 things, but 6 sandleaf, but that's fine. Yeah, so you have 5 lanes here. They're all producing very good stuff. The blueprint will be available. This is producing batteries. Now let's go to the main hub. So let's take a look at main hub really quick. Top right. This right here is going to be a blueprint. It's going to be called main top right. You guys will see it here. Main top right. I'll scroll down. We have main top right. We have power plateau. F is for final. Science Park Valley Pass. HC battery. Individually, I will share this as well if you want to see it. HC battery is like this. All right. We also have CITROME A. CITROME A is using the main hub. I'll show you how to produce all these. What you're going to need is you're going to need main top right. You're going to need HC battery and CITROME A and death square. I called this death square because there's a very specific part of this hub that you can't really use that well. So let's take a look. Bottom side, we have a CITROME A producer, half yield here. You have to split it up, okay? This one CITROME user is here. This is 3 yield per minute. It's exactly half production. And the top left is the other one, okay? So I had to put these at the top, at the edges of it, because they are too high. They're 22 tiles high. I need mine to be 18 here. And you'll see in a second. This is 17, but it's 18 if you include this. The reason why is because look at this. I had to touch tips here. This is a HC battery producer sandwiched by another one right here. Okay, this is also an HC battery producer. You'll notice right here, they must squeeze. If they were one tile higher, it would be so I built these so that it's max space efficiency. It's literally as close as it gets. Now, this is death square. Bottom left of the main hub is this awkward position where you have all these depots, but you can't exactly use it. I built this. This is a buck capsule C producer, 2 of them, going to 1 protocol stash, and it uses amethyst because we already hit our cap on the Ferium. All right, you guys have all the blueprints. This is the important part. Let me show you how to set all this up, okay? We are going to take all of this and we're gonna delete it. So no complaints, guys. This area is 70 by 70, by the way, and I can't say this is a blueprint. I would love to, but it tells me that number of facilities exceeded. So this is 70 by 70. Move your PAC somewhere in the middle here, all right? Okay, I'm gonna set it off from scratch. So I'll bookmark this as the time where you can follow along, okay? 07. It's all gone, guys. Let's build it from scratch, okay? Barren wasteland. We're gonna take main top right, okay? We're gonna place it right here. Beautiful, okay? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna read the blueprint, by the way. The blueprint is 2 CITROME and 6 sandleaf. I'm gonna do my CITROME first, just because it's easier. So let's do 2 CITROME here. You place it in the seed picking unit, but it honestly doesn't really matter. Seed picking unit is slightly faster though. So 2 CITROME, done. Now let's put our 6 sandleaf in. Editor can just speed this part up. This is like the most work you'll have to do. You just gotta set this up. You have to do it for your other bases too, by the way. So just letting you know. I'll show you in a second. I'll go back over there. All right, so we got sandleaf, sandleaf, sandleaf. These are 6 sandleaf producers. All right, so now top right, okay? You're gonna take CITROME A or buck A, either one. If you want only buck capsule production, use this one, rotate it and place it, okay? Either one, doesn't matter. They're both the same size. They use the same recipe. I'm gonna do CITROME because I want CITROME. First one done, it's gonna slowly start bringing out the resources and start running, okay? Next, we're gonna take HC battery and we're gonna rotate it like this. And you're just gonna place it down. Okay, it's fully produced. All the depot nodes are already there. You don't have to touch anything. It's gonna produce on its own. Next, we're gonna take death square. Death square, all right? Don't rotate it. It's good as is, okay? Death square, boom. It's just gonna start producing, right? It's just gonna start producing. Next, we are going to take CITROME A again. And we're gonna place it right here. Okay, bottom right CITROME A. And finally, the last HC battery is gonna slot in just right here. You'll notice the top right here. If this were any taller, it'd be all right, this is it. Once you do this, base is done. Make sure to set up the other ones first so you have enough power. But now it's fully automated. Everything will be producing as is, looking very good. And the main base is complete. And if you look at the AIC report, you will see that, yes, I did cut my usage because I removed everything, but it will slowly catch up. All your yield will be good. Your CITROME is perfectly fine. Everything is fully self-sustainable. It's max efficiency. This is how I like to build it because it's like, it looks good, right? You guys can see where I killed everything and then I replaced it. So I just did this just so you guys can reference a specific spot for the Asia frogs. You guys can reference the build, okay? I will probably try to take some screenshots of the blueprint so the Asia frogs can build it all from scratch. You can also pause the video if you would like. Let me remove all this garbage. So if you want to see it from here for the Asia frogs, this is what it looks like, okay? This is the CITROME production here. Starting from here is the HC value production. If I press X here and I highlight from the bottom up, you guys can see it is 18 tiles high. So boom, moving left, this is death square. Death square, we'll look at it from this way so you guys can see it. This is death square. And then everything else is just repeated. Cool, that's it. This is max efficiency Valley 4. If you want to look at the AIC report, we're gonna start coming back here. It's perfect yield. You have space for amethyst if you want to make it. You're gonna be making 18 HC Valley batteries when it gets back up to peak, and then 18 total purple recovery materials. I split mine up into 12 and 6. Some things I want you guys to be informed of, okay? You guys might be skipping stuff. I will include a Cryston part blueprint. Why? Because you need these Cryston parts to make Ziplines eventually. Now, I don't have it in my build because if you look at my depot, once you produce it for a while, you're gonna have a fuck ton. I have 80,000 already, which is max cap, so I just removed it from my depot. But you are gonna need to produce these if you are still in the early stages of the game. Don't worry though, you can use this in the current build, okay? It only uses amethyst, which we have an excess of. So I will provide this as well if you want to use it, if you need some ziplines. But yeah, that's it. You're gonna need more sandleaf though. If you're gonna use more sandleaf, by the way, just copy. All you gotta do is just do this. Boom, boom. Control C, Control V. Literally that simple. And then just add sandleaf in. It's very simple, okay? I'm gonna remove this because I don't need it. What you can do, by the way, is you can do production of zipline stuff from this. Now all you need to do, place it, flip it, connect it, and swap the mats out. And it's easy. And GG. It'll start producing. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, hold on, guys. Mr. Streamer is stupid. Okay, sorry. My bad, my bad. You guys probably watching the video like, why is he putting originium there? This one, let's place it. And we are... Ah! Jesus. All right, now we're good. No fraudulent behavior detected, okay? Now we are perfect yield here. If you notice that your sand leaf is too much, by the way, again, like I said, very simple. Just copy this, okay? But yeah, I'm not going to include this part here. Watch the video if you care about this. I'm not going to include it because for max efficiency, you don't use this. You don't use this. All right, well, YouTube, that's it. Should be good. I'll let you know all the codes and stuff. All right, take care. Bye-bye.